What do you say, Buck?
Welcome back to Canadian Goose Studio. I'm your host, Tanea Simas. Now, on Friday, a movie called Call of the Wild just came out. And I saw it, of course, because as you might know, I love movies. I'm not the biggest fan of Harrison Ford, he's good as Han Solo, he's good as Indiana Jones, but he's not like my favorite actor. I don't think he's an amazing actor, he didn't even go to acting school, During Star Wars, how it happened was he was like woodworking, and then the actor who was playing Han Solo didn't make it, and they just asked him to be in it, and boom, that's how Harrison Ford became an actor. Wish that happened to me. But Harrison Ford's deep voice, Vin Diesel, doesn't express a whole lot of emotion. Sure, he's a better actor than Vin Diesel, because as you might know, Vin Diesel is it's all about family. When Harrison Ford actually can cry. But Vin Diesel can too, Vin Diesel's a funny actor though. But when it comes down to Call of the Wild, we're going to be doing something new called The Good and the Bad, So let's talk about the good to begin with. So good stuff about this movie. This movie had very, very good visual effects, I gotta say. When the dog's running and it's fading into different nights and daytime in the snow, that is really cool visuals. And even the dog itself isn't that bad. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh good god. But when I saw the movie, I'm like, the visuals are quite good actually. And when the dog's running on the ice and you can see the ice reflecting geese flying with the southern lights northern lights, that is very, very good visual effects. What else is good about this film? I feel like talking about the bad, because this movie has great visual effects, I gotta say. I don't think it's gonna get nominated for best visual effects. Maybe I'll do one of my predictions for best visual effects and all those, but with this movie, okay, I'm done talking about the good, because mostly the only thing that I liked out of this movie were the visual effects. And one thing I liked was that the dog went from different places, and you could see that the colors were changing. From where he was, it was sort of colorless, to the snowy area where it's more colorful, to summer, and that him in place Harrison Ford went to, and it was all sunny and stuff. You can see the color changes inside the movie. But now let's talk about the bad, okay? There's a lot of things in this movie that just are pretty bad to me, it's kind of like A Dog's Way Home if you really think about it. This dog's trying, from its house, it's opening doors and stuff, that's weird, but from its house, that's not home to it, we learn at the end, because at the end of the movie, the dog goes with pack of wolves and that stuff, and then has babies, and that's its home, its true home. But it's kind of learning all the ways to find home, and it's Calling of the Wild, that's in the name, right? But with A Dog's Way Home, it's just trying to find its way home, and that's kind of what this movie reminds me of. And I hate A Dog's Way Home. This one's better, but it's not any amazing movie. The scene where the girl falls on the ice and the dog saves her somehow, he goes up and grabs her and smashes the ice. No. How does he get out? No, I'm done. No, it just doesn't agree with me. It was a fun movie to watch, because, it's fun watching movies. It's fun going to see a movie, and I really enjoy it, But with this movie, like any movie I go see, I'll enjoy the experience. But when it comes to Call of the Wild, I like the experience, but the movie wasn't very good. One thing I didn't like was the visual effects when the boat flipped. Like that was awful. But like when it went down the water, and also when Harrison Ford and the dog found the river and just found all those gold chunks. Like, they were grabbing a huge, massive gold chunk in this, and oh my god, I'm like, what? You don't find those gold chunks. Like what Harrison Ford was doing to begin with, like shaking it. You won't find yay big gold. You'll find like tiny, like that big. Not this, but that. It didn't really make sense, but what can you blame it for, right? It's a dog movie. I'm not a big fan of dog films. And why would the dog go with the wolves, And the villain. He sucks. Like, he hated Harrison Ford for telling them that don't go that way. And then he's trying to kill Harrison Ford. And spoiler warning, yeah. He dies in the end, Harrison Ford. But you know what I think is funny? When dog killed bad guy and threw him inside of the house on fire, people started to clap in the audience. No one clapped during Endgame. Like maybe when the guy said, no spoilers, everyone, Avengers, and people like, but during this Call of the Wild, people were like, the dog pushed them into the fire. Yeah. Like, no, don't clap during this movie. No, I'm done. No, I can't. But what can you say? Dog movies. Am I right? I'm not a big fan, but some of them are decent. But now for the rating of this movie, I would give this movie a 45 out of 100. I if you're wondering, I would bring Sonic down to like 36. But with Call of the Wild, I would give it 45 or whatever I said, 45, yeah, out of 100. Because, the visuals were good. I like him being the sled dog, but then, they get taken away because they found a new way to deliver mail. It just goes a bit all over the place, which is better for this dog film, but for other ones, no. And it's just a little bit too far with their humor and all that. And, it was fun to go see, but the movie in general, I don't know. This movie I would recommend to people who like dog films, I guess. For most people, just wait till it comes on DVD. Don't watch it in theaters. It's a waste of money. You don't even need to watch it on DVD. It's one you can probably just skip. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like.